All right, gang, what's going on with y'all, bro? This is Brian's Fragrances coming back with another video. Okay, so look, today we're going to be bringing y'all 4 fragrances that is not blind buy worthy. As I can say, oh, look, bro, there's fragrances out here that is blind buy worthy, like Parfums and Marley Altair. Also, Game of Spades Full House. Fragrances like that is going to be blind buy worthy. Also, Mind Games Queening. Fragrances like that is going to be blind buy worthy. But when it comes to these 4 fragrances, I would not advise you to blind buy these because these is not going to be blind buy safe for you. Okay, bro. First one that we going to be talking about is Stephanie Humphrey Lucas Crying of Evil. Now, this one to me is I'm talking about brown leather jacket type of leather. The smoothest leather that you can possibly find. I'm talking about the smoothest leather. Also got a touch of red berries up in there to complement that brown leather. And I'm telling you, this is a very nice fragrance, bro. But let me just explain something to you. A lot of people will think that this smell like a pile of shoes. A lot of people will think that this smell like a pile of leather shoes. That's what they would think. This one right here is not going to appeal to everybody, bro. This is a nice brown leather suede type of suede bomb. This is a leather suede bomb. And I'm telling you, bro, this is a nice fragrance if you ask me. With some red berries up in there, you know what I mean? It's a nice fragrance to me. But I can see a lot of people, like I'm talking about a lot of people thinking that this smell like a pile of leather shoes. I can see. That's something I could very much well see. Okay, this is not something I will blind buy if I was you, especially if I'm trying to go for my first niche. You gotta really enjoy leather to enjoy this. Me, I'm a frag head. I got a more, I like have a more I really have a more advanced nose, so it's just like I can appreciate fragrances like that. But I'm telling you, bro, if you a starter or something like that, or if you can appreciate fragrances like that, I highly advise you stay away from Crying of Evil, because to a lot of people, I'm telling you, that is going to smell like a pile of leather shoes. Okay, next one. We're going to be talking about Mind Games J Dude. Now, this one, I'm mainly talking to the men here. All right, bro, this is not a masculine fragrance. This is something when you smell, you would just say, hold up, this is unisex. You would just go, ain't no way that this is unisex. You would say that this smell like my auntie's perfume, because that's kind of what it's kind of bringing me to. It's a nice fragrance. Do not get me wrong. I love this. This is in my top 5 niche. This is on my top 5 niche list. I love this fragrance so much. I love the pomegranate up in here, bro. Like, I got to get a full bottle of this. But I'm telling you, to a lot of dudes, they is going to think that this is way too feminine. They is going to think that this smell like they auntie's perfume. This is something you will go in your aunt's house and find. I'm trying to tell you, like, this is hella feminine. Okay, bro? So just understand that before you buy. Shit. Before I just choke like a mother. But, like, before you buy this, understand that this is going to smell like something that your auntie will have in her perfume rack, or your mother or something like that. But this is a very, very nice fragrance. And yeah, bro, I love this shit. But this smell like something that your mom will have or your aunt will have in her in her perfume thing. But it's a nice, juicy pomegranate fragrance, but it's not blind buy worthy for men. Girls, I think they go enjoy this one a lot, but dudes, not really. Okay, next one. We're going to be talking about Hob Dawn by Parfums and Marley. Now, me, I used to like this a lot. Now, it's just hitting me as just a masculine bomb. Now, you is going to be getting sort of that peppered caramel. This is a very dark fragrance, very masculine. This is not something I could really see myself wearing too much. I'm actually trying to sell this, so if anybody throw me a good offer for this or like a nice trade, I am willing to give this one up. This is probably the only one on the list that I don't like. The other ones I love, but this is probably the only one I don't like. But I don't advise you to blind buy this. This is not your average PDM. This is not something that's going to have some pizzazz to it. This is a very masculine fragrance. It just smells like a high quality, basic masculine fragrance. There's really nothing to it. It ain't really nothing to really break down. This is a nice It do got sort of a caramel apple type of vibe, but it's more of a darker caramel apple. This is not something I would think you will be happy with a blind buy with. This fragrance run for a lot of money. And the reason why I bought it, because I heard good things about it. I got it, wasn't feeling it. Then eventually I got to the point where I was feeling it. Now, not really again. Now I'm not really feeling it. So yeah, this is not something I will agree with. I don't think that you should blind buy this. This is not a fragrance I think that you should blind buy. You go for any PDM, don't let it be Hobdon. It could literally be anything except Hobdon. This has no personality. Trust me, that's not gonna be a safe one. Okay, last one. We're gonna be talking about Ultra Mall by the House of Jean Paul. Now, this one is not one of my favorites. So this was my first designer fragrance, and I really, really like this. I might even end up rocking this tomorrow because I got to end up going into work. But this is a nice one, though. But it's just heavy on. This is another one for dudes. This is another one where I'm talking to dudes. This is not going to be blind buy safe because this smell hella bubblegummy, cotton candy. You will be surprised how feminine that this smell. I'm telling you. You will be surprised. You will ask yourself, hold up, this is the fragrance that they talking about. When I first sprayed this, I was just like, ain't no way this is the fragrance that men is hyping up. I was like, it ain't no way. This smell like straight cotton candy. So just be like careful before you go for this fragrance because this is not going to be a safe blind buy for dudes. This is something that I was smelling just go, no way that's a dude's cologne. No way. Now, it got a masculine cologne vibe to it, mixing with this cotton candy vibe. I don't know what was the purpose of that, but it's just overall weird. But I actually like it, but I don't love it. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel about it. I really don't even wear this like that. I still got a decent amount. I had this way before I had Lamar Elixir. And my Lamar Elixir is damn near gone. But I still got a decent amount of juice of this because I really don't rock it like that. But I'm still going to keep this. This is my first designer fragrance. But like I said, this Lamar Elixir damn near gone. And I got this before this. So, yeah, bro. So those was 4 fragrances. I highly recommend that you don't blind buy because that's not going to be safe. But this Brian's Fragrances come back with another video. I'll talk about it for the next.